Hey guys, this is Mr. TV back again, and we're going to continue and finish talking about who will be coming to Disventure Camp All Stars. So, again, like I said before, there's 27 people to choose from because if you watch the finale, you would know Oliver's on the production team. So, he will not be a contestant. Again, he will not be a contestant. And yeah, so if you didn't watch my previous video, in my previous video we talked about the Disventure Camp Season 2 cast, and out of those people who would be coming to All Stars, basically their potential and what storylines they have left. So if you haven't seen that video before you've seen this one, watch this one and then go back and see that one. So yeah, anyways, so couldn't tell, we're going to be talking about our 9 contestants that we think will be coming from this Venture Camp Season 1. And at the end, of course, I'm going to give my picks for who should make the season. Alright, so first we have Will. So, before watching the season finale, I was going to say no. But he has a little bit of potential of coming back because I do think it would be interesting for us to explore his relationship with Ashley. However, it's not necessary. So, if push comes to shove, we can say it's a good possibility because I do need 5 guys from season 1 because I don't think any of the other guys from season 2 cut it. So, like I said, 5 guys from here. So he has a chance, but I wouldn't put my money on it. He has a good chance, but it's not the first pick, So next we have Drew, and I don't think he needs to come to season 2. I mean not season 2, season 3. Basically, Drew is a good character, but there's so many other characters who have placed farther than him, who also deserve to win more than him. So I wouldn't necessarily say that it's a must-have for Drew to be there to shine. I feel like he can come back in a redemption type season and maybe shine, but yeah, I don't think Drew has much of a chance of coming back. I love this character though. So Nick, and this is gonna be so weird, but I think Nick has a good chance of coming back. And here's why I'm saying this. Basically, I'm running out of guys. Most of the guys performed really horribly compared to the girls, but I will say that Nick does have some storyline potential of him getting that redemption arc and becoming that character that he was in the beta. Because for those of you who don't know, Nick used to be a alright guy. He made 4th place, 6th to 4th place from what I remember, and he was a chill dude. He was a little oblivious like he is now, but he wasn't lazy and all that stuff. So I think giving a redemption arc to Nick would be good, and that would be like my one really out there pick. But yeah, so I think Nick would be a great option for season 3. Next we have Lil, and honestly, she doesn't really need to show up to All Stars. As much as I would like for there to be enough room, if we keep bringing all the good characters from pre-merge, we might as well just merge both casts, which this is already almost anyways because it's 18 people from each season. 9 people from each season and 18 in total. So I would say that Lil's a good character and she has some potential, but I don't see it fully. Alright, and next is Ashley. And I really like Ashley, and like I said with Will, I would love to put her on, but the main thing is there's more girls that I would prefer to see on. She's like my next pick after the 4 girls that I'm picking, her and Will. And really I only chose Nick over Will because you wouldn't want to bring Ashley and not Will to explore a relationship. So I think only because there's not enough space, both of them will be moved on and we'll wait till a redemption season to see them again or something like that. So next we have Dan, and I'm going to be so real with you guys. Dan was not my favorite character. He was very bland, to say the least. But he was a alright character, and they have a chance to give him more character in the All-Star season. What I would like is for Dan to turn into a full-on villain and be on the heroes team, because I think it'll do heroes versus villains. But anyway, I want him to become a villain who's just been, like sort of like MK, where they're in the sidelines, they're getting by, and then they're doing evil stuff on the side and not getting caught for it. Because he's supposed to be the strategical guy, but he really didn't make the most big moves. He just said was kind of obvious, I just want Dan to get something special to make him a special character, because I don't get the hype. But yeah, so I do think he's coming to All Stars because we need guys. So yeah. Anyways, next we have Gabby. Gabby is absolutely coming to All Stars because she was robbed of her win in season 1. Honestly. And I think seeing her come back and we explore that other side of her, because that was really just, we saw it, and after a certain point, once we got to the merge, it was done. I think like once Ellie swapped teams, we didn't even see her converse with herself anymore. So I think just discovering and exploring a mental thing going on and exploring her new friendship with Tom, because we only really seen them interact like 2 or 3 times after they both got eliminated, and I want to see where this goes. You got to earn that hug you get in the finale. Alright, Gret is another shoe-in for All Stars. I just feel like, while her story is done, it's not completely done. And I feel like, Gret would just be herself and, have fun in the finale. Now, out of the girls I'm picking, I do think Gret isn't the most prioritized on the list. And if anyone was going to be swapped, she'd be one of the people I would want to swap for. One of. But other than that, I think Gret has good potential and, some good storylines. I would really like to see her interact with the other season 2 cast to get, her reactions and things like that. Next we have Tom and Tom. So now we have Tom, and Tom was a good character. I felt like the way how he handled the situation with Jake was really mature. But I definitely think, they're setting it up for them to get back together or for them to explore different relationships in All Stars. So I do like how they left the storyline kind of open. So Tom is a shoo-in for All Stars. Jake is another shoo-in for All Stars for the same reason as Tom. And really, Jake needs a redemption, because I think after the whole tobacco with Tom, it was a no. So hopefully we'll be able to get them together and things will get better and Jake can get redeemed, because oh boy. Next we have Alec, and another shoe-in for the season. I think the way that he ended it off with Fiora leaves so much room for them to either get closer together or for him to forgive himself for being delusional about a 6-year-old. So yeah, I think Alec definitely should be in the next season. Ellie should definitely come back, and mainly I'm saying this because I'm glad she got 3rd place, so it wasn't samey. And I did think that having Fiora and Miriam would have been a better finale dynamic wise, because we have a 7-year-old versus a 6-year-old. That's such a big switch and shift. So I think Ellie should come back and get her redemption and explore this relationship with Gabby, mainly because Gabby said best friend, but you guys kissed. It's a little more than that. So yeah. Alright, next we have Fiora, and Fiora should come back and either get punished or go even harder than she did last time, or switch other moderately decent people to evil. One of the 3. She shouldn't win, and probably if she makes merge, get out early merge. But yeah, I think that's what really Fiora needs to do. One of those 3 things. But she's definitely coming back. and Miriam. Miriam doesn't need to come back. I know she won and she's a good character, but if she comes back, she'll get out pre-merge and early and basically not do anything special. I think Miriam has done enough, and she has $1 million. She has literally no reason to come back. For what? James, I can see wanting to still come back for more, but Miriam's gonna go soon. She probably doesn't even need $1 million. I think Miriam is okay with where she is, so she doesn't need to come to All Stars. So finally, my picks are Nick, Dan, Gabby, Gretchen, Tom, Jay, Alec, Ellie, and Fiora. So yeah, we have our 18. In another video, we're going to talk about teams and my predictions for these 18 that I've selected for the season. So yeah, and if you want, you can tell me you guys' predictions and we can have a lot of discussions in the comments. And yeah, this is Mr. TV signing out.